Hey guys, Kim Paul here, coming at you from the office. I wanted to talk today about Howard Schultz, who's the CEO of Starbucks. Obviously, we all know Starbucks. It's an incredible company as far as its growth. It's been very, unsurpassed as far as just changing the way that the society works, bringing that type of coffee shop to the U.S. They're literally currently opening on average a store a day, which is crazy, hiring 500 new employees a month, obviously in excess of $1 billion in revenue, the company, so he's pretty kick-ass, right? He's really created something absolutely from nothing. And what a lot of people don't know about his story is it's really cool that he was actually turned down out of the 242 investors that he spoke to in order to raise money for his dream. He was turned down by 217, which is a pretty astonishing percentage of rejection. And I'm sure that as he was, talking to the first 50 and 100 and 150, as he was meeting all this rejection, I'm sure there were times where he doubted what he was doing was really the right thing. But in an interview recently, he was asked, what really kept you going? What really brought this into fruition where so many other people would really quit and not pursue this any further? And he said two things. He said, one, just absolute belief in what you're doing. And two, he was just straight up perseverance, right? So let's break those down a little bit. So absolute belief in what you're doing. He had that despite what? Despite everyone else telling him that it was not a good idea. Like investors sitting at the table saying, I will not invest in this. It's not going to work, right? So people that were more experienced than he was in where they put their money, and lots of them, hundreds of them, And so it's undeniable belief despite what's going on around you. So don't allow what you see to affect what you know. And that's so important because not everything is just going to be looking like the seas are parting for your dream. There's going to be a lot of obstacles along the way. There's going to be people that are telling you no. There's going to be people that are telling you you can't do it. And they might even seem to have more experience than you. Now, at the same time, obviously, yeah, you take mentorship, you take coaching and things like that. But if you know that what your idea or your dream or your goal or whatever it is the right thing and you feel that, then you can't let that feeling waver just because you're getting rejected or you're getting bumps in the road from whatever. The path to that goal or that dream is taking longer than expected. You can't allow what you see to affect what you know. And I think he very much obviously with his story embodies that. And the second thing, he said straight perseverance, right? And the two kind of go hand in hand, but perseverance is, I think, something that anybody who's very successful would say is right up at the top of the list with characteristics that somebody needs to embody on their goal to whatever they're looking to achieve. And I think perseverance to me means taking every single shot with the same intensity. So the way I think that really played out with Howard Schultz is as he was talking to investor number 57, even if he had received 56 no's so far, he approached that investor with the same intensity as investor number one. So he wasn't jaded by what had previously happened with how much fervor he was waking up with that day and applying towards his task. And that is also so important. Every person that you personally hire, if you're an employer or an entrepreneur, you have to approach with the same intensity and excitement as the previous one, even if they totally screwed you over and they weren't even what they said they were going to be. Every single business partner that you have, you approach with the same intensity and excitement as the previous one, even though the previous one didn't work out, right? I mean, you think about that, even doing that with relationships, whether it be romantic relationships in your life or friendships or whatever it is, right? If you're stung by the memory of the most recent rejection and you're letting that carry over to the next interaction with the next individual, whatever category it really is, then you're not embodying the characteristics of somebody who's successful, which is perseverance. Again, in my opinion, the way that really manifests is approaching every single time with the same intensity, the same passion, the same knowingness. So of course those really go hand in hand, right? Perseverance and just overall like having that knowingness, not affecting what you see, not allowing what you see to affect what you know, but like so important. And so I love his story. I love the fact that he had so much rejection. I love the fact that that obviously set him up for like what he's accomplished today. And I would really look to how you can apply that in your life. What are you attempting every single day where maybe you're losing steam? What are people telling you every single day that wasn't initially what you thought because you believed so much in yourself and your idea, and maybe it's affecting you now? And fight that, knowing that anybody that you probably look up to in business has those characteristics. So hopefully that's something helpful, thoughts for you guys today. Everybody have an awesome day. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and click like underneath, and obviously we'll have more coming at you later in the week. Bye guys.